part 3. So, like I said, I started feeling like these really weird sensations in my head. Like, I can't explain it. Like, kind of like you're, like, I can just explain it in that I don't know if the chemicals in my head, I guess the best way to describe it is I was full of toxins. Like, my body was toxic, that it was creating my head to feel like if I was going crazy. Like I was going crazy. Like I couldn't, like, I felt like I really just wanted to go, ah! Like, it is just wild to think that I was in that state. And it was so very scary to know that I did not know what was going on. The doctors couldn't help me. I had to be my own advocate. Really. I really, really did. And what was crazy is when I would sleep in my room, I would tell my husband, in the middle of the night when I would feel that way, after going to the ER, I would be like, you know what, I would get up and I said, I'm just going to sleep in the living room. I'm going to sleep in the living room on the couch. And he was like, okay. And it always seemed better when I would get out of my room. And I remember specifically telling him, are you sure we don't have mold? Are you sure we don't have any mold in this house? Any mold in this room? Because I feel like it's something in this room. Never did I think it was going to be my mattress. So he was like, no, we don't have mold. Of course not. We don't have mold. So this happened for quite some time, you guys. I was going through this for months. And yes, I went to the doctor, but not even the doctor can tell me what was wrong with me. They couldn't tell me, check my blood pressure. Oh, no, everything's fine. You're fine. It is so important to be your own advocate, seriously. So then it started getting to the point where I was starting to get anxiety attacks during the day in the middle of nowhere, where I would just I started getting like these really bad anxiety attacks. And like I said, that's not something that I've ever had. And I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to go anywhere. Not even to the place of worship that we would go weekly. I would feel like if I was there, anything can trigger it. And so I would just want to stay home. And nobody really knew what I was going through. Nobody really knew what I was going through because I didn't even know what was wrong with me. And I started losing weight. I really started losing a lot of weight because I was afraid to eat. Anything that I ate again would just make my body react. And so at this point, because I wasn't eating enough, my heart rate, I remember one specific time, well, it was a couple times, my heart rate, my Apple Watch is set up to go off when my heart rate goes below, I want to say like 49 or something like that. And my heart rate literally went down to, the lowest was, I want to say 39. Part 4 next.